everyone, welcome back to Global Properties Channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of U.S. real estate. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting, understanding the legal landscape is crucial. Are you planning to buy property in the USA? Real estate can be a great investment, but navigating the laws is essential to avoid costly mistakes. From ownership rights to taxes, we'll help you understand the legal framework of property buying in the U.S. Let's dive in. Law 1. Property ownership for foreigners. Let's talk about foreign buyers. The U.S. market is open to you, but there are some extra hoops you might have to jump through. With foreign buyers, there can be a little more uncertainty, so they might ask for more documentation or a larger down payment. Some states might have specific rules about foreigners owning land, especially large plots or agricultural land. It's super important to do your homework. We're talking about checking local laws, maybe even talking to a lawyer who specializes in this kind of thing. Spending a little upfront on good advice can save you a mountain of headaches later. Get those details ironed out, and you'll be in a much stronger position. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to real estate. Law 2. Title deeds and title insurance. Alright, let's talk about title deeds and title insurance. Think of the title deed as the car's ownership papers. It proves you own the property free and clear. Before you buy, you need to make sure that title is clean. No liens, no claims, no surprises. That's where title insurance comes in. It's like a safety net protecting you from any unexpected title issues. We're talking about things like boundary disputes, unknown heirs claiming ownership, even mistakes made during the previous sale. Title companies dig deep into the property's history, examining past deeds, checking for liens, making sure everything is legit. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind, knowing your investment is protected. Title insurance is your real estate mechanic, making sure everything is in tip-top shape before you sign on the dotted line. It's an absolute must-have for any savvy investor. Law 3. Joint tenancy versus tenancy in common. Now let's say you're buying property with someone else, maybe a spouse, a business partner, or a trusted llama. You've got two main options, joint tenancy or tenancy in common. Each has its own pros and cons, so listen up. Joint tenancy is like a 2-for-1 deal. You and your co-owner each own the entire property. If one of you passes away, the other automatically inherits their share. No messy probate, no legal battles. This is great for married couples or partners who want to keep things simple. Tenancy in common is a little different. Each owner has their own separate share of the property. It's more flexible, but it can also get complicated if one owner wants to sell and the other doesn't. Choosing the right ownership structure is crucial. It can impact your taxes, your inheritance plans, even your relationship with your co-owner. Talk to a lawyer, figure out what's best for your specific situation, and make sure everything's crystal clear from the get-go. Remember, clarity and communication are key when it comes to shared ownership. Law 4. The Fair Housing Act. Alright, let's talk about the Fair Housing Act. This law is all about fairness and equality in housing. Basically, it says that no one can be discriminated against when buying, renting, or securing financing for a home. That means your race, religion, national origin, family status, disability, none of that matters. Everyone deserves a fair shot at the American dream, and this law helps make that happen. If you feel like you've been discriminated against, you have the right to file a complaint with the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD. This law is all about creating a level playing field in the housing market. The Fair Housing Act is there to protect you, so don't be afraid to stand up for your rights if you need to. Law 5. Zoning laws. Now let's talk about zoning laws. These might not sound very exciting, but trust me, they're important. Zoning laws dictate how you can use a property. It determines whether a property can be used for residential, commercial, or industrial purposes. Before you buy, it's crucial to check the zoning regulations for the property you're interested in. Make sure the zoning aligns with your plans for the property. Zoning laws can have a big impact on your property's value and your enjoyment of it. Law 6. Property disclosure laws. Alright, let's talk about property disclosure laws. In the US, sellers are legally required to tell you about any known problems with the property. This is all about transparency, making sure you know exactly what you're getting into. We're talking about things like structural issues, pest infestations, leaky roofs, even that funky smell in the basement. Sellers have to disclose anything that could potentially impact the property's value or your enjoyment of it. Read the disclosure statement carefully. Don't just skim through it. Even if the seller says everything's perfect, get a professional home inspection anyway. A good inspector will uncover any hidden problems that the seller might not even be aware of. Knowledge is power when it comes to buying real estate. Law 7. Capital gains tax. Understanding the rules. Let's talk about capital gains tax. When you sell a property for more than you bought it for, that profit is considered a capital gain, and the government wants its share. If you've lived in the property as your primary residence for at least 2 of the 5 years before selling, you can exclude a significant portion of those capital gains from taxation. But if you're buying an investment property or selling a property you haven't lived in long enough, you'll likely owe some capital gains tax. It's always a good idea to consult with a tax professional to understand how capital gains tax will impact your specific situation. Plan ahead, understand the rules, and factor those potential costs into your investment decisions. Law 8. Property taxes. Now let's talk about property taxes. These are taxes that you pay every year based on the assessed value of your property. Property tax rates can vary significantly depending on the location and the value of your property. Before you buy, it's crucial to factor in the potential property tax burden. Find out the current tax rate for the area you're interested in and calculate how much you'll be paying each year. Property taxes are an ongoing expense of home ownership. Make sure you budget accordingly and factor those costs into your overall financial plan. Law 9. The Truth in Lending Act, TILA. Alright, now let's dive into the world of mortgages with the Truth in Lending Act, or TILA for short. This law is all about transparency, making sure you understand exactly what you're getting into when you take out a mortgage. TILA requires lenders to disclose all the costs associated with your loan up front. This law gives you the power to compare loan offers from different lenders and find the best deal for your situation. Don't just go with the first lender you talk to. Shop around, compare those disclosures, and make sure you're getting a fair deal. The Truth in Lending Act is there to protect you, so use it to your advantage. Read those disclosures carefully, ask questions, and make sure you fully understand the terms of your loan before you sign on the dotted line. Law 10. Mortgage Disclosure Requirements. Now, let's talk about the Mortgage Disclosure Act, or MDA. This law goes hand in hand with TILA, providing even more protection for homebuyers. The MDA requires lenders to provide you with a whole stack of documents that outline the terms of your mortgage in detail. The MDA gives you a chance to review all the loan details and make sure they align with your expectations. Don't be afraid to ask your lender to clarify anything that seems confusing or if you need more time to review the documents. The Mortgage Disclosure Act is there to help you make an informed decision. Take advantage of it. Read those disclosures carefully, ask questions, and don't be afraid to walk away if you're not comfortable with the terms. So, there you have it. 10 essential real estate laws that every buyer in the US needs to know. We covered everything from ownership rights to taxes to mortgage disclosures, giving you the knowledge and confidence to navigate the US real estate market like a pro. If you want to learn more, be sure to check out our other videos here on the Global Properties channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more global real estate insights. See you in the next video.